the last topic in APES is about energy conservation. And so we've talked a lot about energy, how we generate electricity. And so one key piece of how we can become more sustainable is about efficiency and energy conservation. So we know the energy that we use has to come from somewhere. It may come from fossil fuel generated electricity, it may come from renewable, non-polluting sources, but the more efficient we can be with our energy use, the more sustainable, the less pollution, the longer we can make non-renewable resources last. So reducing our energy use by increasing efficiency, by conserving energy whenever possible, is going to be beneficial to environmental sustainability. And this can include things that can happen on a small scale, individually in a household. Things like lowering thermostat temperatures. Might seem like something simple, and it is, but it can actually lead to a savings of energy that, if expanded among many people in a community, can really make a difference in terms of our energy use. Changing to more efficient appliances or lighting can have an impact as well. If you ever talk to your parents about buying appliances, what you might notice is appliances are now labeled very clearly with their energy use. And so you can go, and if you're shopping for, let's say, a refrigerator, you can compare similar models and look at the efficiency of each of them. And if you choose a more efficient model, it's going to save money on the electric bill and also be more sustainable. And we did our lab with the efficiency of lighting. We can see here a few different things. This shows the efficiency of traditional incandescent light bulbs. They're very inefficient. Less than 20% of the electricity that goes into an incandescent bulb is actually converted to light energy. Compact fluorescents are much more efficient at using electricity and transforming it into lighting, and then LEDs are typically the most efficient. And so you'll see there have been regulations, like I mentioned in class, limiting the sale and use of incandescents and encouraging the use of CFLs and LED lighting. And another, if we think about cars and transportation, there's fuel economy standards. These are sometimes called CAFE standards, and corporate average fuel economy. That's what CAFE stands for. And these are regulations that have been put in place that have encouraged car makers to manufacture more efficient vehicles. They've forced companies to improve the fuel economy. And the way these standards work is there are target fuel economy standards that each car company, let's say Hyundai, has to meet. Okay, so they can manufacture cars that have a lower fuel economy, but in order to avoid fees that go along with not meeting these standards, they will then have to produce some cars that are more efficient, so that the average fuel economy of all Hyundai vehicles has to be a certain amount. And we can see here different revisions to that. I think it was in the Obama presidency, they increased the fuel economy standards. And so as you go up each of these notches, you're increasing the overall fuel economy in the country, reducing the use of gasoline. And so what this has done is incentivized car manufacturers to use more hybrid vehicles, which use a battery and motors along with gasoline, or plug-in hybrids, which use a battery and a traditional internal combustion engine, or fully battery-powered vehicles. And these vehicles, using electricity to power the vehicle, can seriously improve the efficiency, because you do need to charge it with electricity, but the carbon dioxide cost of producing electricity is much less than burning gasoline in a car. Even if your electricity were sourced from a coal-fired power plant, an electric vehicle would still be more efficient in terms of carbon dioxide emissions. There are also options of improving public transportation, using green building design. All of these are related to conserving energy and using our energy more efficiently. And this graph on the left shows basically what has happened to fuel economy over time. And you see for a long period of time, from the invention of vehicles up until the 1970s or so, there's really zero improvements in fuel economy. But then over the last several decades, when these standards came into place, we started to see rapid increases or significant increases in the fuel economy of vehicles. The one holdout we see here in this bottom are medium heavy-duty trucks have not become more fuel efficient, much more fuel efficient over time. But overall, if we look at all vehicles, there has been an increase in fuel economy over the last several decades.